What's going on, people? What's going on? Once again, or first and foremost, like always, all praises be to the Most High. All praises be to the Most High, the I am that I am. Also, I thank y'all if y'all watching this. Excuse me. I thank y'all for being tuned in. Yeah, man, I'm just up late night. You know how I used to do it. Um, had some things that I wanted to discuss. Um, I'm really gonna be very direct because I did mention on the last video that that was gonna be my last video. If you actually watched it, I was saying that that will be my last video. Um, Basically touching on those type of topics. I feel like I feel like it's needed. For people to expose the evil of the world. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that's not my lane right now. I feel like I've done enough of those type of videos. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who's just kind of fear mongering, and they're keeping people in that fear box to just keep coming back to hear, what new fear to, be afraid of. But I don't want to be the one that, you know, keeps showing you the new, fear of the week or fear of the day kind of thing. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's my lane. I did that for a long time. I don't know how many ways I can articulate, it's time to get out the way, or it's time to, or evil is doing what evil is doing. I more so want to nation build and, more importantly, community build. That's where I'm going with this. Of course, I had dropped a video showing that I had got some land, which is, progressing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get the borehole. As of right now, we're getting the borehole built. We're gonna have well water, of course. In that area, there's no water, so you have to get well water. It is off, a little bit near the mountains. I don't want to give specific. If you are, interested in trying to be a part of that community, I don't want to give specific locations just on the internet. But yeah, man, we gotta get some well water. We're trying to get the wall scaled off. And it's about to get done. You know what I'm saying? It's not trying to get it's getting done as we speak. But yeah, man, I'm tuned in with some good brothers. Uh, Brother JJ, I'm gonna introduce y'all to him very shortly. I got a couple other brothers who into it. We trying to get the right people together and get this thing rolling how it's supposed to. Because for so long, I didn't have the resources. Um, I was distracted, and I never, to be honest, I blame myself because I never really took. I ain't gonna say I didn't take the initiative, but I was kind of complacent. I left America. I got comfortable just paying cheap rent. But that's gonna run out. That's gonna run out. Of course, we from America, so if you look at the climate of America, the American dollar is not gonna last forever. And to my beliefs is that the America financial system will crash first. That's what it's looking like. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I'm not really here to talk about that. But that's relevant going into what I mean when I'm talking about community building is important. It's essential right now because if you're connected to this financial system, whether you're in America or you're not, you're gonna suffer. So if your money is worth nothing and you need money to make a living, what are you gonna do? You're pretty much gonna be where you at. And that was my main priority, leaving America, being somewhere where, of course, there's natural food, fruits, vegetables, sunlight that's healthy, massive in land, uh, community, traditional culture, things like that matters most when you're dealing with a fallout. So that was the first priority, of course, leaving America, establishing myself here as far as getting tuned in with the culture, the language, things like that. I feel like I'm already there. So the next step will be to own land, which that's what we're doing, own land and building on the land. Which I ran into the perfect situation. I knew this brother for a little over a year. I never really tapped in as far as this is concerned, but I had to kind of observe it for a while because there's a lot going on outside of America, specifically, especially in Africa. You have a lot of people who are looking for handouts or scamming people. A lot of people do it. They taking advantage of because there's a big population of people that want to leave America. So they see that as big money, and those are devils, man. Those are devils to take advantage. I mean, these are it be elderly people, people that are leaving with all their assets, selling their houses, and they give these people their last sometimes. And these people are scamming. So I want to make this clear: we're not asking for your money at all. What we're doing is showing you this is what we're doing. We got some land. We're about to build on this land. Not only are we going to build our homes on the land, but it's going to be businesses and investment opportunities to make money for the community or the people that's living there. So we're going to give people, okay, so if you need somewhere to stay, I got a plot of land that can fit five, six houses on it. He got a plot of land that can fit five, six. Or if you want to buy you a plot of land for $3,000, yeah, that might be a little pricey in Tanzania, but you got to think about develop. It's already developed. It's already gonna have water on it. All these things cost money. Land is cheap here. Land is cheap here, but to develop it, to get all the stuff done, that's very expensive. It's way more than the land. But anyway, and also I mentioned before, you can't just outright own land in most of these places under your name. You have to get a business. You have to get a business, and the land can be owned under that business. So there's ways around everything. So you gotta have friends in places, man. And I had to understand that coming here, you can't just walk in a room with some money thinking you're gonna get something done. It just don't work like that. You're gonna lose a whole lot of money. Um, a lot of y'all know I talked about it before. I have an uncle that was staying here at the time when I first came here five years ago. He had got land here. He had got a house built here, water system. He had a cocoa business, the whole nine. Um, and it's pretty crazy because it happened so coincidentally because I never met him until upon moving here and was told about him. So he used to tell me like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? The business is done wrong. He just kept getting, basically scammed left and right. Got the lawyer. He was telling me. But the problem with him was he didn't have like a team. He didn't have people who he could trust here. And if you come in anywhere in the world as a foreigner, you don't know nobody, and you don't speak the language, and you just got a bag of money, what you think they're gonna do to you? Of course they're not. They didn't violently do anything, but they're gonna take advantage of that situation and get money off you. You have to know the right people. That's how it works. Even all around the world, that's how it works. So I'm pretty confident that I'm around the right people, and we're ready to hit the ground running, man. We actually was looking at buying a brick machine, a brick maker. Then you got to get the where you mix the water, the cement, and things like. We trying to put money to that and actually get this stuff done ourselves. Um, it's a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated, of course. I'm gonna be doing that probably within the next 2 weeks. Going back up to the land, man. We doing big things, man. I'm about to get me some. Me and my family got to get some tents, all these things, because I got to hit the land. Of course, I'm not gonna be living on the land just yet. I'm a few hours away from the actual land. I'm still kind of near the city, you know, a little bit. So I'm still renting, until I can actually fully move into the land where it's livable. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be going up there back and forth and giving y'all updates. But man, it's important. It's imperative. Man. You have to be trying to get your own stuff right now. Don't wait on the next man. Oh, he gonna get it. He gonna get it. Oh, he gonna locked in. You would never get no ball moving like that. You have to take the initiative and say, you know what? Because we as black people, our priorities be messed up. Our priorities be horrible. We will spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to send our children to a college for a job or a career that won't even exist in five years, maybe 2 3 years. We'll spend all this money on vacations, going to Jamaica, you know, going to Japan. When you can take that money and put it towards some land and have something substantial to give to your children, so it's something that they have when they die. A lot of us, when our parents pass away, we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to blame your parents, but it's just to show you we have to be the ones to break that cycle, to break that generational curse, to create something for our children. The world, I don't know if you noticed, but the world is changing very fast. If you're not in the right place, if you're not independent when it comes to your water system, your food, your land, you're gonna be you're gonna be assed out. Excuse my language. You're gonna be assed out because guess what? We're going into um we're going into a new kind of way. You see, a lot of jobs are being lost, so they're trying to take people's ability to provide for themselves. So guess what? When they take the ability for people to provide for themselves, people are going to get very desperate. They're going to be very desperate. Of course, that's a whole nother conversation. But people are going to be willing to take the ultimatum or the solution that government will provide. These little 15-minute cities and all that. Then you're going to have to work like a slave and be controlled in that environment. We need to go off the grid. We need to be more self sufficient. We need to build community. When we build community and we come together in love, serving the Most High. If you love God, if you respect your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna flourish. Put your hands to the plow and produce these children, man. That's what the Most High want us to do. Put Him first. We don't fear what's coming, but we have to prepare for what's coming. I tell people about this, I don't need to worry, the Most High God. Okay, all right. Well, the Most High wants you to prepare. He told you what was coming. So why wouldn't you prepare? Did Noah sit around and say, "Oh no, it's raining, but God got me or the Most High got me"? No, he was saying he seen the visions, he seen the flood coming, so he had to what? Prepare. He had to prepare. Um, some people may say, "Oh, I don't have the resources by myself." It's not meant for you to have the resources by yourself. It's not meant for me to have the resources by myself. That's the one thing I used to say, right? I was saying this when I disciplined myself, the most I put every piece in my life that I needed. It's like, man, where am I gonna get the money? Boom. Solution. Once I start, when I say disciplining yourself, praying, fasting, staying away from all the bad things that contradict your life when you're trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Staying away from negative energy. Putting only positive energy out there in the world. You're gonna get positive energy back. So I used to be like, man, how am I gonna get the money to do this? Boom, solution. All I need is a few good brothers who on the same thing that I'm on. Boom, there we go. The Most High is showing me. And guess what? It's not for me. It's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna show it. And if people, and I'm not trying to get everybody to join what we got going on. What I'm trying to do is show you can do it. We will get it done, and you will get it done too. And that's our problem. We be so stuck at our jobs, stuck in these churches. Their job is to keep you still. All this digital, all this digital, everything is going digital now. What do you think that's gonna do with traveling? Your finances in the bank. They're gonna control us, man. They're gonna control us. So we have to take that control back and create independent living only under the Most High. We're not meant to be under this system like this, man. Some of the, when you look at the statistics, right? Some of the happiest people are people who provide for themselves through farming, being outside, getting the sun. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to build houses. I'm trying to put my hand to the plow, literally. And if we can get some brothers and sisters, we got sisters now. They can do the farming. They can do, or what that herb mean, or what this mean, or if something go down and we need to eat, what does this plant do? Can we eat that? That's what we are. Not just going to a class week to week. Okay, y'all have a good night. Okay, yeah, we in the truth. It don't work like that, man. Them people trying to get your money. Because guess what? They got a place of refuge for them. They got a place for them. So what we trying to do is have a place for our people, man. I have a genuine love for our people. Cause I ain't never had nobody give me nothing. You get what I'm saying? Well, I've had people help me out, but I'm saying I've never had the type of money where I can just say, "Oh, let me go get that land. Let me go do that." I had to put my feet to the ground and go get everything that I have. Um, but yeah, man, if we can put our resources together, we can make it happen. Best believe. The first challenge was getting the land. The land is gotten. That was the first challenge. It's gotten. You see me, man. I ain't getting no haircut. I don't care about none of that, man. It's a time for all that. This ain't the time. I'm trying to put all my energy into this land. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got to get it done. This is the time. The time is now. When you buy a house or when you buy land in America, um, man, it's different. I can see that it's very different. You got people out here that own thousands and thousands. People here are land rich, man, but they don't have the what you call money. Um, in America, you can buy a house, right? You don't have the physical cash. So what do? You go get a loan from the bank. They put that money up for you. Most people don't own their home. Even when you do, let's say you do own that home, right? You have to do what? Let's say you put the money down. What do you got to do every year? Property taxes. Property taxes. Let's say you can't pay the property taxes and you're backed up on property taxes. Where do you think that house go to? The bank. So who owns the homes? The banks. Or let's say your father owned a home or own some land and pass it down to his children. They can't pay the property taxes. Guess what? Who is gonna go to? The bank. They're gonna buy all that stuff back up, man. All these foreclosures and all that. Who you think gonna buy all that stuff back up? But one thing that's very unique about Africa, man, a lot of places in Africa, a lot of these lands is untouched and unscathed. Nobody is even in these areas, in a lot of these areas. Um, So the people that own these lands, these this go back way back. When you own that land, you're gonna own that land. You can do whatever. You don't need no permit to build nothing. You can build your home. You can do what you gotta do without paying all the fees and all that. So yeah, man, it's time to build. I was trying to go a little 20 minutes, so this is pretty much it, man. And again, man, I'm not here to fearmonger y'all or nothing like that. I'm not here to get your money. I'm just here to inspire and motivate. All praises be to the Most High. Shalom, peace, and blessings. Y'all pray for this project. Pray for me. I pray for y'all. We out. As long as we continue to stay complacent and be comfortable, we will never be free. If we don't control our own water, grow our own food,
build our own homes, and teach our children, by default, the world will teach our children to be slaves. AI and automation is taking all your jobs. The digital currency is coming. You're going to have to make a choice. Either serve the rulers of this world and give up your soul, or serve God and depend on nature like it was originally intended to be. So if we all put our hands to the plow and not only unite our resources and talents, but our love and devotion to serve God, who shall be against us?